You're listening to
Catholic Sprouts,
the daily podcast for Catholic kids that strives to plant seeds of faith. Hey there, Sprouts. Today is Monday, August 5th, 2019. It is also the feast day of the dedication of the church, Mary Major. Today, we are jumping into season 2 of the Catholic Sprouts podcast, and I am so excited. This season, we have a motto, and all week this week, we will be looking at the motto. That motto is letting the Eucharist lead. Now, here is what I would like you to do, Sprouts. I want you to close your eyes and envision something for me. If you have ever been in a Eucharistic procession, then this will be easy to do. But if you haven't, then let me describe it for you. So in a Eucharistic procession, Jesus himself, truly present in the Eucharist, is in a beautiful monstrance. And this beautiful monstrance, which is like a bursting sun with gold rays shining out from the host, Jesus in the center, is held with great reverence by a priest. The priest is dressed in his priestly garments. He is holding a large fabric that wraps around the monstrance. And also, servers are holding a canopy above them, meaning each server, 4 of them, forming a square, stand around the priest, and they hold big sticks. And on top of those sticks are a tiny tent. Now, there is so much rich symbolism here, but I just want you to know that we do all of these things in a Eucharistic procession because we believe without a doubt, without a hesitation, that this truly is Jesus Christ present in the Eucharist. So imagine that. And then I want you to imagine every single person listening to the Catholic Sprouts podcast as a person in that Eucharistic procession, including me. We are all there following the Eucharist. Now, usually a Eucharistic procession goes from one church to another, or to an outdoor shrine or an outdoor altar, but this is also a way that we can live. In fact, it is the way that we should live. As Catholics, we know that Jesus is present in the Eucharist, and therefore, even though Jesus died, rose from the dead, and ascended into heaven, he actually isn't gone. He is still here. He is still on earth, truly present in the Eucharist. But there's a catch. The only way that the kingdom of God can come about on earth, the kingdom of God, now that is what Jesus was trying to establish, the kingdom of God. The only way that the work of Jesus can be done is if we do it. We are Jesus's hands. We are Jesus's feet. We are Jesus's mouth speaking words of love to other people. And so, Sprouts, that is the mission statement of the Catholic Sprouts podcast, to let the Eucharist lead. All week, we are going to be exploring what this actually means, because it's not just pretty words. This is something we can actually do. So to get you started, I have a challenge for you today, and I hope you think it's fun. If you head to CatholicSprouts.com/Eucharist, you will find a coloring page, or you can print it fully colored already for you, whatever you like, but it is of a Eucharistic procession. My challenge is for you to print that, to color it, and to hang it in a place that is special to you, so that all year, every time you listen to this podcast, you can remember that we together are following the Eucharist, and that we need to constantly be returning to God in prayer, that we can not get distracted, not start going down our own path, but always be looking to Jesus and making sure that we are following where He leads.
That's it for Catholic Sprouts today. We'll be back tomorrow, but until then, continue to grow in your faith and truly sprout into the beautiful creation that God intended you to be.
Just one more thing. I would like to formally welcome you to Season 2 of the Catholic Sprouts podcast. This year, we are going to be offering an opportunity to go even deeper with the content that we share here. We have started a Patreon community, and for just $4 a month or $1 a week, you can have access to a printable activity to do in your family or classroom that will explore even deeper what we're talking about on the podcast. Along with this, we will also be compiling a simple sheet for parents so that they can explore similar content, look at adult topics on this content, and also form simple but beautiful communities in real life to discuss these things and really bond together as we work together to grow the saints of tomorrow. For more details on the Patreon community, I invite you to explore the show notes for this episode.